Welcome to another episode of RideShare RoadTalk, Conversations in Motion, a podcast where we create unfiltered talk space that examines the meaningful lives of my passengers while engaging in personal and topical discussions. I'm your host and driver, John Fondas, and we're cruising the streets of Washington, D.C. Buckle up. Let's drive.
I do want to hear, what is like your most compelling story you've heard?
I mean, it's some pretty horrific stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like the first week I did it, like this woman, she was like a lobbyist or an attorney or whatever, clearly.
Yeah.
And
A DC type.
Yeah. And she gets in the car, she looks flustered, and she's like, "Can I talk to you?" I'm like, "Well, sure, we've got 24 minutes. She's like, "My husband's cheating on me. I don't know what to do."
Oh.
Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not like I'm meeting you in a bar. There's no pretense. It's not
Yeah.
like I'm walking up going,
Yeah.
If you're comfortable and we're kind of just,
Gavin.
it comes out. And
That's so interesting.
it's a two-way street, by the way. I've had people
Yeah.
crack me up and go, "Okay, well, what's your deal?" So it's totally fair. So anyways, that kind of stuff. I've had, I mean, it's actually, I don't want to ruin your evening because it's a really bad story.
I can give you the context of why I became a lawyer, and
Yeah,
then
we're gonna get to that. for sure.
I was like, because
Oh,
that
sure.
might change. You can tell me some pretty horrific stuff, and I'd be okay.
Okay, fair enough. So, and I want this to be about you. So I'm just.
Oh,
I'll
no.
give you what
I
you're
wanna
asking
hear.
for. I had one lady. I picked her up from dinner. It was her mom's birthday. She was by herself. I said, "Oh, happy birthday to your mom." She's like, "Nah, we got into a fight last year, and then she jumped off the roof of the building."
Ooh. Got it.
Had another lady, young lady, gets in, and there was an emotional connection the second she got in the car. There
Yeah.
was something, when someone's energy, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so, and there's some really funny shit also, by the way.
Well, usually the people with the darkest backstories are always the funniest.
Yeah, it was just very strange.
Yeah.
I drove a TikTok influencer without knowing who this person was.
Okay, yeah. So
And she was begging me to get on TikTok, and I'm like, I don't have time for that. And at the time, I didn't know who she was.
right, you were like, why is this random woman?
And again, we were like peas and carrots. It's the episode is hysterical. It's called the episode's called "Please Don't Take My Kidney." So I'll leave it at that. Okay, so tell me about this supposed JD you have for the being 12 years old and all that. Tell me about law school and where you went and all that.
Well, law school fucking sucks. Whoever tells you otherwise is a fucking loser. It's the worst, and they're probably a narcissistic asshole. I'm
Okay.
probably narcissistic, but not an asshole. But, no, I got into the law because when I was like, oh, hit me with your best shot with the stories, I got into it by doing domestic violence and sexual violence work.
Serendipity.
So,
Here we are.
yeah, so like, it was that thing where I never shut up as a kid, and I liked the idea of being a social worker, but they don't pay enough for social workers in this world. So I was like, oh, I'll be a lawyer. And I started working at this law firm that then said, hey, you would be good at this. So I would work 3 days a week at this law firm. I was like 15, 16.
My God.
And then
Who does that?
I was like interning basically.
Well, so what?
And then-
15? I couldn't even tie my shoes. What is a law firm?
But then I would do like 3 days a week at the law firm and then 2 days a week at a domestic violence nonprofit where my job was to go sit in at restraining order court. And like basically in Maryland specifically, it's not like one hearing and that's it. There's multiple hearings.
Yeah.
And so I would go into the first one where it's basically someone asking for this like temporary order and they're like, please help me. And so I would go in there and I'd listen to people's stories and I'd go back to my director and I'd be like, these are people I think we could help. And so I did that for a few years, like throughout high school and college. And then in law school, that's why I went to the law school I went to, because they had a restraining order clinic. So I could continue doing that in law school.
So, as a layperson, private versus do-gooder, you're obviously doing good work. Does that pay the bills or like?
So I kind of went to the dark side a little bit
Which is fair.
because I have loans to pay.
Yeah.
So I work for private, but I told them when they hired me that I would be bringing domestic violence victims later on when I'm more established. Like, this is something that, like, I went into this so I could, like, kind of like a Robin Hood thing, like, you know?
Right.
But it was going to either be that, or I was interviewing for Brooklyn PD for their domestic violence unit. But I got this job first. And when you're in law school, if you don't have a big law thing lined up, because you don't want to hate your life and die an early death, you have to figure other things out.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's some pretty heavy stuff. Like, how do you unpack that when you're not practicing and do it, like, after your day is over with, you're dealing with some very compelling things?
yeah.
What do you do to unpack and just not be absorbed by that 24/7?
So that's why I think sometimes I'm a bit of a psychopath, because
Besides
that's why
buying shoes.
instead of buying shoes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's why I'm a little bit of a psychopath, because that's partially why I went into it, because I was able to go home at night and sleep okay. And so I was like, okay, if I'm able to do that, then I need to do this work.
Well, that's not
If that makes
psychopath.
sense.
I mean, tinges of sociopath, sure, but not psychopath.
I mean, there's like this one case I will always remember, and that's like, there's a few that like stick with you.
Well, sure.
Like, it was this woman who was an illegal immigrant here, but you still get help by the legal system. Like, you can still pursue those things. And so she was an immigrant. She went and got a restraining order, and the guy was a U.S. citizen, and he was like brutally sexually abusing her. But she had to have a translator when she testified, and so she kept doing this motion. And I'm like, what is she doing? And I'm like 17 at the time, and I'm like, what is she doing? He's been putting a pillow over her face. And then
My wife did that once.
oh my God.
Just saying.
It's horrible. It's horrible. If you don't consent to it, it's horrible.
Well, I
If you
kind of
don't
just
consent
let her
to it.
because I knew it's fine.
But this is like, this woman kept doing that.
Just in case she's listening.
But yeah, no, that was like one of those. And then he threw her cat into a fan.
What?
Yes.
Like, and the cat's like no longer with us?
Likely.
Oh, wow.
And like, one thing that's really bizarre is like, abusers love machetes.
Oh, okay. I'm just telling you right now, part of my gift to the world is the titles of these podcasts, and that is what the title of this one is going to be.
Abusers love machetes.
Oh my God, dude, please.
No.
I need you shotgun now. We're going to do this together. It'll be a tandem podcast, and we will just destroy the city. Oh my God. Because I've got legal protection, clearly, and we'll just fuck people up with podcasts and machetes.
I was just
Wow.
like, I remember like learning that, and I went back and I was like, why the fuck? Like, it was like a couple of weeks. I was like, why is it that these men keep using machetes?
That's pretty savage, though. I mean,
It was crazy.
yeah.
And that was
Oh my
like for a
God.
week straight. But then like happy things also happened too. It wasn't like just
Yeah.
that. Like, you would see a mom like hug her kids, or
Yeah.
like things like that. Or I saw a judge, this really tiny woman, absolutely school this brand new male attorney. Like, he was like over explaining the law, and she looked at him and she's like, how old are you? And he told her, and she looks at him and she goes, I know more than you ever will. Be quiet. And I was like, yeah.
See, I like that.
Oh, it was so cool.
I like that.
Because she's like this like itty bitty judge, and she was like, shut the fuck up.
What jurisdiction was this?
This is in Maryland.
No, I know 2 sitting judges that fit that bill in MoCo. So, yeah, we'll leave it alone.
But no, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I went to law school in Wisconsin.
Okay.
So it was a little different there because everyone had guns.
Mm.
Everyone in Wisconsin has guns.
You have Madison?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's where I was.
Pretty campus.
Yeah, it's really pretty, except it's fucking cold.
Well, because it's Wisconsin.
Yeah, and you know, like, I didn't think about that.
Where's home?
Here, and I go back to Los Angeles really
Oh,
frequently.
fun. Okay.
Yeah, my mom lives in Los Angeles.
That's nice.
So,
I have no connection to LA other than just being there like when it mattered, as I like to call
Really?
it.
Like-
Like in the late 80s, right?
oh shit.
You know, Sunset, like I was there.
Rodney King.
Well, More like, whiskey and troubadour and all that stuff. Like, we would go. I went to school in Florida.
Okay, where'd you go?
I'm embarrassed to say. It was when I went there. It was called the College of Boca Raton. Yeah, and now it's called Lynn University.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more. Apparently, someone named Lynn died and left a lot of money. So fine.
Pop off, Lynn.
But we had tons of friends that were out in LA and like San Bernardino and like Redlands and all that. And so we would just go out for like spring breaks, long weekends, and just go rage around Santa Monica in the sunset. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I've heard, like most places, it's much different now. Just the overall vibe.
Yeah, it's weird. It's one of those places where that's where all my family's from. So I'm the only one that wasn't born there. And when I come back, my accent is always like when I come back from LA, I'm always like, hi. But
the affectation.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there were two girls that were on one of the podcasts, and they had that affectation.
Yeah.
I fucking crushed them.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like, oh my God, dude, no, don't do that.
No, it literally would be like when I'm back, it sounds like the Californians, and that's how we all talk to each other. Like my mom will be like, you just have to get off on Sepulveda. And I'm like, okay. And that's how we talk to each other.
It's very cute when you do it.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I think about it if it ever came out in court. I'm like, yeah, Anna.
I dare you.
Yeah, Anna.
I'm a lawyer. Oh my God, it's so great.
Like, I would always think about that. I was like, fuck. And then I have the Maryland accent too.
Right.
So I'll be like, oh. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, there's that little hint of Southern drawl in there too, for sure.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's bizarre. And then I went to undergrad in the South.
Okay.
So then I picked up y'all.
Right.
So.
Where down south were you?
In North Carolina.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get to guess?
Sure.
Wait, undergrad or?
Undergrad.
And then you went to law school in Madison.
Mm-hmm.
Undergrad. Well, I mean, I'm only going to guess two. It has to be either Chapel Hill or Duke.
Nope.
God damn it.
So there's this little bizarre university called Elon.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
For sure.
I say it's bizarre because it's just like...
Small.
It's small, and it wants to think it's a Southern school, but everyone's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Pretty campus, though.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like a certified botanical garden, the campus.
Sorry I offended you with the whole Duke thing.
Oh, I'm still couldn't get into Duke. I passed the bar, and I was basically blind while doing it, and I still couldn't get into Duke. There's no way.
That's a tough one. My oldest is like a junior in college.
Oh, where'd she go?
He. Long story, but he is at University of Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
And he's having a blast.
I had an ex that was obsessed with Tennessee.
It's such a fun little town, and the football culture is obviously really a lot of fun too.
Does your son look good in orange? It's a rough color.
I don't think anybody looks good. Just don't. All my friends are just like, dude, you just look like a big fat traffic cone. And I won't wear it. Like I have one.
James the
pullover.
Giant Beach.
John the Giant Cone. Oh my God. But Knoxville's cool.
Tennessee's a really cool place, and it's beautiful. I've been
Yeah.
there. I broke my arm in Tennessee, but it's a beautiful place.
Well, yeah, to get your arm set.
No,
Sure.
I just broke my arm, and I had someone go to Walmart and buy me a wrap, and I wrapped that shit up.
Was there alcohol involved?
100%.
Excellent.
I was dancing on a table, and I fell off. And then I thought I'd do it again the next night.
Oh, did you really?
And then I just did it again, and so...
I remember that stuff, man.
Yeah, and I had a
That's so
weed
much
pen,
fun.
so I was just like, okay.
That's so much fun.
It was really fun.
There was...
I mean, it was stupid. I had to wear a cast. Like,
this is post-college or during college?
during college.
Okay, yeah. Well,
this
that's...
was during... If this was, like, after college, I was so embarrassed to have a cast. I feel like only children wear casts And all my friends wanted to sign it, so I got a black one. Like, like they were all like, "Can we sign that?" And I was like, "If you don't get the fuck away from me." Like, I'm pretty sure one of my friends ordered like silver like Sharpies
Right,
and
exactly.
threatened me with it.
That's a rock star move, by the way.
And I was
silver Sharpies.
I was like, "I'm gonna fucking murder you." Like, if you draw a fucking penis on my arm, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be so mad at you.
There's always that one person that would do that for sure.
Oh, all my friends would have.
Oh, yeah.
Every single one. Every single one.
We would do that when our friends would pass out, and we would call it the powdered wig.
Oh!
So we would basically go to the fridge and the pantry and just empty all the condiments onto said person. And then the Sharpies and, dicks on the forehead, the whole thing.
Duh.
It's the greatest thing ever.
What else would one do?
There was something really nasty that we did, and I'm almost embarrassed to say it, but
Please
I
do.
think you could handle it. I'll probably edit this part out.
No, you gotta keep it.
Part of that powdered wig experience.
Uh-huh.
This is so bad. Someone would take like a toothbrush.
Oh, God.
And they would take a condom.
Oh, no.
And put it on the toothbrush. And then put it right in the threshold of the cheek.
Oh,
and then extract the toothbrush so the person woke up and be like, what? No. That, that kind of thing. Kind of like slamming the brakes on someone who's asleep in your car. That initial, like, what the fuck? Right? Yeah, we had problems.
Oh, I thought it was something so disgusting to call that.
Oh, you don't think that's so disgusting?
No, like something to call it, like prairie dogging. Have you ever heard of that?
No. Can we do that game now? I've never heard that. And I'm pretty good at that game. I'm sorry, what? Can I call my friend so we can do like the speakerphone? Because he's even better at it than I am. Prairie dog?
Well, prairie dogging is something else, but it reminded me, the name
Oh my God.
feels reminiscent of the act.
I'm probably blushing if you can see my face, but I'm with you. I'm still here. I want to call my friend Vince in like a game show. Like, okay, Vince, you've got 2 guesses. What is a prairie dog?
It involves cheeks.
Wow. Okay.
1 cheek, 2 cheek.
Okay.
Yeah. See, if I spoke like this in law school, people would be like, how'd she get here?
I dare you to throw this out in court. I mean,
Your Honor, it was a mere prairie dog.
Chambers. Now.
Ma'am, I feel compelled to order the psych eval on you.
Right? So, what's the mid-range, long-range forecast for you? What do you see yourself doing, like?
Well, like
mid-term, long-term.
The long-term goal is to be like, okay, if money was not an object, I would have a domestic violence legal nonprofit, and I would be doing that, and I'd be employing people there, and I'd give them a really great wage.
I think that's cool because I'm picking up this whole juxtaposition, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing like God's work. Good for you.
No.
But you're also swinging from chandeliers, and you're probably a hell of a lot of fun also.
I try.
So there's this balance, right? And maybe that's your subconscious outlet to not take that home with
I mean,
you,
I had
right?
a kind of dark childhood. That's why
Did you?
say, people that have traumatic nothing like sexual abuse or anything, but like, when you have a hard upbringing, I think
Family
that's why you
dynamic.
have to be a good person, but it makes you funny.
All right, well, I'm going to poke. Tell me about it.
My mom is really mentally ill.
Oh, okay. I'm
And
sorry.
so, like, when you said the suicide thing, like,
I'm sorry.
she's not dead. She wasn't very good at it.
Wow.
But that was a thing that, abuse of, like, alcohol and, more like suicide as, like, an outlet, like a cry for help.
Yeah.
And, it's a lot on a kid. No
what
kids.
age was this happening?
I mean, it was really bad when I was in middle school and high school.
That's too bad.
But, like, I knew my mom was different
Yeah.
starting at 5.
Yeah.
Because, like, my mom doesn't hug me. And if she does now, I'm like, why are you touching me?
Yeah.
And so it's just one of those things that I think also kind of compelled me to the work I do now. Because,
Well, sure.
like, my grandma was abused. My mom's been abused.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it's like generational trauma and wanting to like
So how do you
end that.
how do you stop that cycle for yourself? Not just through work, but I mean, you obviously know that has nothing.
I don't
to
know.
do
I like
with
some pretty good. I like some fuck ass men. So I don't know,
Well,
but
let's talk
not
about that.
abusive, but like
let's
just
talk about
assholes.
that. Let's talk about that because that's something that comes up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Not only just from my personal experience, but with just people I've shared my life with.
Yeah.
Like in high school, most of college, I had no game,
Yeah.
none.
Well, like
It
at
had
that
to
point, you're
fall on my
basically a
lap.
child.
And well, no, but I mean, I was a good guy.
Yeah.
My parents raised me right, and it
Right.
would serve me with a different skill set as an adult. But when I
Right.
was in high school, whatever, it went right to the friend zone.
Yeah.
And it was always that lament of, well, that guy's a piece of shit. Why does she like him?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. And I get it.
Well, that's also like one of
Um,
the things that's happening, like society-wide too.
Well-
Is I think like young men are like, well, girls don't like nice guys, and there's all this misogynistic stuff. Not saying that that's you by any means.
No.
But like,
But
I
it's
feel
true or accurate.
like I feel like I talk to it's so interesting seeing like how women diverge this way and men have diverged completely the other
Right.
way. It's okay. Keep talking though.
No,
I don't want to interrupt
No,
you.
it's fine. It's a two-way street. I mean, my arc, it starts with that, and then I played the game, and that's how I met my wife. My wife asked me out on a date, and then I brought a date to the date on purpose as a chess move, and it
To see what she
and
did.
It fucking worked, and it fucking worked. And 22 years later,
I'm trying to think of how it was phrased. It was basically just like the paradigm of how like women look at dating versus like how men look at dating,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
like when you're younger and stuff. Like one
when
thing,
they're age appropriate, right? Yeah, it's
well,
different.
not even that, but like when, okay, so like of the assholes I used to date,
Yeah.
it would be like the really hot jock where I would be like, and he'd be covered in tattoos,
Oh, God.
and I'd be like, him and I could walk down the street and we would just be really hot together. And that's what you would see. We would just be fucking hot together. And I'm like, oh, that guy fucking sucks and is gonna give me an STD because he's putting his dick everywhere, probably.
Yeah, but there's that. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like, one like conscious decision I've been making is I'm like, I don't want to do the objectifying thing because my friends would call me like a Samantha Jones type. Like I could like walk up on the street and be like, you're taking me out to dinner, and it would
Fun.
happen, kind of a thing.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm good at that. I'm not doing that. And I'm like, I'm gonna date a nice guy. And I'm
With
gonna
intention.
with the intention of not dating him just because he's nice, but also not dating him just because I think when we walk around together,
What? Yeah.
we have a little bit of a laugh, but like it's just based off of like sexual attraction.
And that's also your youth as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
You have boxes to check, of course.
but like
but
I'm
it's-
trying to go away from that because it's
Well-
never served me
Well,
well.
you know, I mean, you're so
No.
fucking young. It's gonna happen. Your arc will happen on its own timeline.
And
a
it's not
matter
one
of-
of those things I ever want to rush. Like I have a friend that just turned 25, and
my
she's
God.
like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I don't know.
And
They're
she's
hopping.
like, "Don't you want to get married soon?" And I go, "And be a child bride?" Absolutely not. Like, there's so many marriages that just don't end up right because you just want to be with somebody,
Right. Yeah,
and
for
that
sure.
sounds
For
horrendous.
sure. And also the just the concept of a legal marriage. Like I know plenty of people who never got legally married or happy kids. The whole thing. It's just been an anchor, a financial anchor to the state or to the county.
Well, yeah, because
whatever
it's a
it is.
business arrangement.
Yeah,
If you
for
look at it
sure.
plain and simple, it's a business arrangement.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that's what it is. And we love prenups. Prenup, postnup, you name it.
Yeah, for sure. Boy, hindsight's 2020, for sure.
Oh yeah, when my parents got divorced, same thing. I mean,
Yeah.
even my mom was like, I wish I didn't change my name. So that's one thing, like, I don't want to change my last name. And that's not just because of like what she said,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's also one of those things where I'm like, okay, I'm starting my career younger.
Mm-hmm.
This is the name I'm establishing myself with.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
It is really such like a traditionalist kind of approach, and it works for some people.
Oh,
Others,
it works for a lot of people.
if there's a guy that's hung up on that, then that's, I don't know, maybe that's not the
Oh,
guy.
that's
I don't
telling
know.
enough.
It can be. It can be. Well, it was
See?
lovely chatting with you. I love your energy. I'm glad we uncovered the secrets of the universe in 28 minutes.
That's how it is.
Yeah,
And now,
for sure.
and now we're here.
Okay, this is you here.
Yes.
Excellent.
Well, thank you so much, John.
Yeah, I forgot your name. How rude. Duh, it's on the screen. It was lovely chatting with you.
It was lovely chatting with you. Thank you.
Give it a listen whenever you get a chance, and I'll have to edit a bunch of this out. And we'll see. There's like
it was a really cool experience.
there's a review button on there. See ya.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of RideShare RoadTalk. If you've enjoyed what you've heard, we'd love for you to review the podcast on your favorite listening platform like Apple or Spotify. Your support helps us so much, and don't forget to reach out on Instagram with your feedback or topic suggestions. Until next time, let's drive.